Morning! Morning! Okay, you already know me. My name is Guerra, and I think I'm the teacher of all of you, or almost all of you. And I want to see a very important topic with you guys, a very significant topic that is called teaching and learning strategies. Check this out. Because you guys are future teachers. Your main job is to make a very interesting class, to make yourself do things that the students are never going to expect. And because of that, because you're new teachers, you're a new generation of future teachers, we need to learn different strategies to make or new methods for class. First of all, I need you in teams. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, we are 27, so I need you teams of 5 students. If you want to work with less, okay. It can be 4 students, 3 students. If you want to be forever alone, okay, by me, no problem. But I need to see you statistically in teams. Okay. You're 5. There are 2.
Salto, Manuel.
Y nosotros somos 3.
What about you?
Somos 7.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah. No, for what?
Are you already in teams?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Now I need you guys to think, to remember when you guys were students from primary to high school. Okay. And I need you to remember, try to think of which do you think was your best teacher. Imagine that teacher. Or imagine those teachers, the ones who made you stay in class, or the ones who made you think that even though I don't like school, maybe, but I do want to go to his or her class because it's interesting. I learn. It's fun, and we learn. It's always about learning. I want you to remember that. To think about certain teachers. You guys ready?
Yes.
Sure?
Yes.
Okay. The team from Paula. Okay, can you introduce your team to the rest of us so we can know who you guys are?
Okay, so like our names?
Yeah.
Let's see what it looks. Okay. So we are, there's Jenny, Benny, Aglet, Galilea, Paola, Maria Alma, she's not here.
Her back.
Well, her back. Angie, Andy, and Ricardo.
Ahí voy ahorita.
Paola, can you choose one of your team to collaborate with the class today?
Ricardo. Okay, Ricardo, you were chosen by your team.
They care for you. They're always thinking of you. Ricardo, can you share with us which teacher and why, especially why did you imagine that teacher?
What was the question?
Ayúdate también. Wow.
I am wow. Okay. Once I had a teacher, a chemistry teacher, who told me a lot of things of the subject, but beside of the subject, he told me things of the life. How can I apply it? How to be a better person in the high school? Because in the high school I was a problematic student, and I always was in conflict with the teachers, with the rest of the students, and he helped me to move on and just focus on the school. Focus. I'm sorry.
You remember the teacher because
He helped me
he
to.
taught you about real life scenarios, real life situations. That's it, or something else?
Yes, that's it.
Very good. Another team. Okay, can you introduce the team to all of us, please?
Yes. Well, she's Abby. And she's Paola. Hi. And you are?
Who's going to, and you?
I'm Barbara.
Barbara, okay.
Barbara Street.
Who's going to?
Abby. Okay, my favorite teacher? When I was on, I think, second grade of elementary school, I had a teacher named Carla, and she was a very good teacher because the year first grade, I was I don't know how to say it, but I didn't like school.
Uh-huh.
And she helped me with that motivation. She motivated me to go to classes and to participate and to be a better student.
Do you remember any strategy she used in the classroom?
Yes, to make me work with I don't know how to say it, with the start of the group. And that girl helped me also, and that was the way she motivated me to work.
Better.
That was, I think that was a strategy
Strategy.
to put me with the start of the group.
Awesome. Just one more team because we're gonna take too much time. Bye. Okay, who's going to introduce the team to all of us? Ready?
Okay, Betty. Okay.
Very.
Okay.
Betty with a good heart.
Nicolas, Diana,
This is
Amin,
Becky.
this one, and Betsy. Okay.
Who's going to participate today?
All of us, right, team?
Okay.
Okay, me. Okay, so when I was in high school, I got this science teacher because it was biology, chemistry, and all of that. And I remember her a lot because I did really like her classes, and because she had this ideology that said if you learn something, you needed to learn it relating it to your life. And it was great because even I'm not into science that much, but I like science because of her. And I love medical stuff because of her. So she really got a great impact in my life because of that, like to make things you learn in the classroom, apply it to your life, and make it meaningful. So it was great.
That was really good.
Thank you.
Now, this. Okay, and our teaching and learning strategies are based on what she just said. She told us that her teacher taught her to apply her knowledge to real life situations. And that's what we're trying to do now. There's something called competencias. You have heard that term or not?
Yes.
Okay, everything we're gonna see today is based on competencies. What you guys know as competencies. Okay, and which strategies are we going to use? I need you guys to brainstorm ideas. Think. Come on, think. What can you use instead of the old known essays? What else can we do in the class? What can we use as a strategy for learning? You tell me? Tell me, come on. Videos. Raising your hand, please, so I can know. Over there.
Interactions like debates.
Interaction like debates. Very good.
Mind maps. Mind maps. Like
Mind
visual
maps.
aids. Visual aids.
Visual aids, awesome.
Games.
Games, very good. Exhibitions. What else?
Communication projects.
Communication projects, awesome. Presentations, very good.
Didactic materials. Didactic materials.
Didactic materials, excellent. Okay, those are great strategies. Now, let's find out the pros and cons. Which ones are you going to learn? As teachers, all of you guys, I assume you are future teachers, I think. Or that's the purpose or main goal of all of you. You have the biggest job there is. All of you guys have the biggest job, the hardest job there is, because you're teaching not only a subject, you're teaching a way to live. Every single human being, every doctor, every architect, everyone had teachers. So it's our job to have competent students, competent future workers to make our society really work. Now, in teaching, guys, you have to give everything. If you're not willing to give everything you have for this profession, then I don't assure you that you're going to have a very positive future, because that's our goal as teachers. Give everything we have. And we're not looking to be rewarded for that. Now, again, that's the main thing is to remember why you're a teacher, first of all. Second, okay, I do know a lot of topics. As a teacher, I have to know a lot of topics, but your knowledge it's not enough to be a great teacher. Strategies. After determining learning objectives, first, you need to look for a learning objective. What do you expect of your students to learn? The next step will be selecting teaching strategies or methods in relation to the desired objectives. Teaching strategies or methods come in many forms. You said a lot of great ideas. You guys brainstorm a lot of great ideas, such as, but we also have lectures, class discussion, small group discussion, videotapes, YouTube, etc. are among just a few types of teaching methods. What is the effective teaching and learning strategies? Okay, when selecting teaching methods, there is no best methods. However, do try to use a combination of strategies. Okay, check this out. Selecting a proper teaching strategy. Which are the things you guys have to consider before making a presentation, preparing yourself for a class? The things you have to think are, first, the subject. What is really about the class? Now, group's knowledge of the subject. The topic is completely new, or maybe you already know something about that topic. learning objectives, available time, especially available time you have. You can't consume a whole class during one activity. Group size, because all of you guys are gonna have, maybe, you're gonna have classrooms with 4 or 5 students, and then you're gonna have 50 students, and even though sometimes you can have 100 students in one classroom. So yes, it really depends on the group size of the kind of strategies you're going to use. What kind of participation you desire. You want an active class? You want maybe a more choir type of class, where only the teacher is the one. Or if you want everyone to be involved. Equipment available, you have to be realistic. Maybe, or sometimes you're going to schools that it's just the board and the desk. Or you're gonna have great classrooms just like this one. A projector, computer. What else do you want? The type of room, how much it's going to cost you. Yes, as teachers, sometimes you have to spend money for different things. And the learning styles, your own learning style, your own way how you're going to give your class. Now, about students, you have to think about what? Different students learn better in different ways. You have to think about that. There are visual learners, there are tactile learners, and there are auditory learners.